All right, everyone, I'm back home. I'm just gonna open the garage here. Ooh, got a lot of stuff going on here. Got a lot of stuff going on today. Gonna take the Rad Rover out. You see it has no seat post. Okay, it's gonna be interesting how to get this moving. There we go. Got no seat post on the Rad Rover. Almost strange to work with it. Okay, let's get the Rad Rover up to the front where I have the seat post, which I want to show you. I got to move the bike out anyway. I'm going to move the trailer so I can get the bike out of the way. Hey. All right. Okay. All right. So. All right. So here's the setup here. Let's just take a quick look at it. Show you what I'm talking about. Here's the pieces. Got this at Lowe's. This is the, what's it say? It says plated steel perforated tube, 1 inch, 14 gauge, 3 feet. So that's what this is. And this piece fits nicely in here. Okay, so maybe it's this way. Yeah. Yeah, that's my wife. She calls me daddy. Because I'm a daddy, not because I'm her daddy. There we go. So this should go in here. Oh, I just tested this out. Maybe it has a sticker on it, that's why it's a little hard. Let me put it the other way. You'll see what I'm talking about. There we go. Come on, don't do it. Yeah, there we go. Really nice. See, it actually fits. And so this works. This goes, I just wanna, okay. This thing doesn't really come out good. This should, if I can get this lined up correctly, this does go through. There you go, see? So it does go through. So technically, let me put this on. I would like to see how it looks on the bike. This is gonna look ridiculous, but just want to see how it looks on the bike. And I will test it. I will test it. Got it going all the way down. Wow, it actually might. That's kind of what it looks like. I don't think that's gonna work. So that's a little extreme for a bike. Anyway, this piece alone won't work by itself because, and I'll be right back. I'll show you. I'll show you the piece, and the reason being is this out. Phew. Getting crowded in here. Let me show you the reason being is that this bottom piece right here, this piece right here, that is literally 1 inch as well, so it's not going to work. I need another. Let me get this in here. So that's why I need a metal cutting bandsaw. So if you look at this, it don't work. They're actually the same size as you see right here, same size. So this is where this other tubing comes in, where I have to mate the two sizes. There we go. So there's the holes right there. So I have to cut a little piece of this and overlap them. Essentially I have to overlap somewhere the tubing between this tube and this tube has to overlap. So if you ever want to see what a 3-foot piece looks like, it's extending out. So anyways, I'm trying to visualize how it would look on the kayak if I put a 3-foot piece. Let me just put it on, see what it looks like. Oh, well, you can actually hold it. I'm tempted. It's not going to hold. It's just... Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see here. Could it hold? I don't know. It's really wobbly. Let me put the bolts in it. Let me see here. Where would the bolts go? Oof. It's barely in there. It's barely in there. Be nice if it was a tighter fit, but it's barely in there. Might have to cut it. I might have to cut just a little bit off here just to make it work, but that's just really what it looks like. I have some nuts and bolts here. Let's see what it looks like. So I got some 5/16 by 18 by 2. Let's see. Now that just needs to barely go in just a little bit more, but I'm gonna have to play around with it just a little bit. I know this is not the ideal situation, but I'm just gonna dry fit it right now. Oh, already tipping the bike over. It's an extreme situation here, but okay. And here's the other piece. It's wing nuts, 5/16 by 18. It's in the same bin. Let me see, I think I got a little hole in here. Yeah, got a little hole in here just to Make it work. Okay. I should try the washers too. Let me see. Oh yeah. Here's the split washer. Hopefully this will give some good tension on it. So then I'm gonna open up the whole. Bag. I'm gonna put 2 on each side. So before this goes in, now this is just dry fitting. I'm literally just dry fitting this. Put 2 washers on both sides. Here's the wing nut. Okay. I'm just doing a mock dry run before I do any cutting. I just want to see how it would. The split washers seem to be giving tension to it, and it doesn't seem like it's going to vibrate, but I won't know until I actually put it on. Okay, now this piece here. I have to go somewhere where there's no tape. And there we go. There's no tape. There we go. Now I should put a washer in there. Got 5 wing nuts. Okay. For some reason I got 5 wing nuts. Alright, whatever. Now I'm just dry fitting this, testing it out, because I want to see how effective this really is. Probably need another set of bolts and wing nuts here. Okay, and this one's in. Okay. All right. Oh wow, that's kind of what it looks like. It looks a little ridiculous, but let's give it for a ride. Let's ride it, because this may be my trailer setup. This could be. I'll have to go forward. Going backwards on this is really hard. Will it work? It's hokey. It's hokey. That's why I think I do need a rack to support it, but let's just give it a try. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. That's what it looks like. It is a 20-inch wheel. Trying to give you a back view of it when I'm moving it. Let's see how it handles this hill. Okay, well, as ridiculous as it looks, it may work. Let me just dry fit. Let me just dry run this. See how it handles. It's really wobbly. It's wobbly. I'm not going to use this for riding my, well, I am going to use it for riding my child, but I'm also going to use it for perhaps towing my kayak. Perhaps towing my kayak. Alright. As far as dry fitting it, the dry fit, I think it will work. Using a 3 foot, I think that's not realistic right now. Using 3 foot is not realistic, so I'm gonna have to get the metal cutting bandsaw. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get the metal cutting bandsaw. It's not 3 foot is way too big, but at least it gives me an idea. So yeah, it's just way too loose. I need to cut it a little bit smaller and maybe even shim up because it's kind of really loose here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how it fits. How it fits when it's at a shorter piece. It may do the same. It may do the same because it's the inside diameter is slightly larger. So I don't know what to do. I could probably put some rubber gasket around it, and then I'd probably put some rubber tubing to make it bunch up a little bit more. That might be another solution. I didn't really tighten these down too, but maybe they would have made a slight difference. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have butted this up. If I can, I'll try to butt this up. I'll try to butt it up against, somehow butt it up against this. It's kind of hard because of the way it's lined up. See, there is some play in here. There's some room to play, and that's the problem. So I'm gonna have to try to solve that problem. All right. So let me play around with this. I did a dry fitting on this. I think the challenge is getting it to stay snug. That's my challenge here. How am I going to get this snug so it doesn't wiggle around? All right. Because it fits pretty good in there. It's this piece that has just a little bit of wiggle room. And you can see why, because obviously this is kind of designed to work with this somehow, but I don't know, it's like when I get here where the tape is, I could probably maybe use some tape or something to make it a little bit tighter, make the diameter just a little bit thicker. Anyways, so before I go, I want to see how much I need, how much I'm actually going to be cutting. So right now it is like, it's kind of like right about here. And what I like to do is have right about here. Right about here. So it doesn't rub. So let me see here. How many holes is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes coming from the edge of here. Okay. Alright everyone, I'm going to be cutting in and cutting out here, so wish me luck. Bye. Alright everyone, I'm back. I just used some electrical tape, kind of wrapped it around the smaller tubing here. I'm just kind of guesstimating, but I'm kind of trying to fit this in, and it is going in, but this may be an answer to how I can get it to stay on pretty tight here. Obviously I'm gonna have to do that to the that part as well, but this could be an answer to getting it wrapped up really tight, because it is still wobbly. But if I could just jam it in there somehow. Let me try a mallet here. May have to save this for tomorrow or another day, because I want to make sure it's on really good. As far as I can get it in. It's only about 2 holes, which that's about the size of, it's going to really be about the size of that. Well, it's just a $40 experiment. And how many holes am I going to go after that? It's going to go in, and then it's going to be drilled to get a hole to match up. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this more. I'll be right back. Wow, it's been a long time since I pulled that trailer out. Oh my goodness. Now, oh, taking some allergy medicine right now. Took some yesterday, but my nose is starting to run here a little. Man. All right. It's been a while since I took this trailer out. Ooh, that's what the garage looks like. Gotta clean it up. If I'm so busy having fun riding a bike. But I'm gonna do it probably this summer. I'm gonna clean all these pieces up. I might actually buy, that's back there, that's my welder, but I'm gonna probably buy a proper welding shelf from Harbor Freight and put it back behind here. I don't know what to do with those pallets, or not the pallets, but the plywood, but I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe I'll do a wood project. the other wood pieces. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but who knows? Who knows? Anyways, I removed the pin right here. I forgot my gloves. Well, probably should get my gloves. I even got my little boots or shoes on with the steel toe. So, anyways, I think I'm all right. Should be okay. Let me pull this up. There we go. Just as I designed it. Let me do that. My thumb is still aching, so don't want to put a lot of pressure on my thumb. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So there's my metal cutting bandsaw. Let me get my gloves. Hold on, I'm going to cut out here. Alright. I'm back. So here's the gloves. I originally got these to ride the bike, but they actually are pretty good overall gloves. I use them for cutting the grass. Might even use them to actually work on the car when I probably need to repair the radiator on the truck. Maybe, I'm not sure. I put some more radiator fluid and water in the truck, so I think it'll be alright. Alright, let's move this thing out of the way now. Let's see, I think the handles are right here. Yep. Phew. Maybe I gotta turn it around and then wheel it down. It takes a little finessing. Takes a lot of finessing. Now I'm pretty sure I have to do it the other way so I can grab onto it. So I think I just have to finesse it. I just have to finesse it. Oh yeah. Turn it just a little bit sideways. Oh no. I guess I don't turn it sideways. Now how did I get it down? From here. I think I just lifted it. Did I just lift it? Okay, no, I think I turned it. I think I can turn it. I hope I'm right on turning this. I got this part out of it. There's a certain finesse of getting this out, that's for sure. Whew. Got it out. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. Restabilizing. Alright. Let's see, how do I want to face? Let's face it this way. Oh boy, the metal cutting bandsaw. It's been a while. Whew. See, there's the pin. Yeah, there's a pin right there. Something's holding it. Is this the pin? Yeah. There we go. All right. All right, the metal cutting bandsaw. Ooh. I have to configure this correct. I'm gonna need a 90. All right. All right, the whole point was to get this out to show you. Now that's out, let me cut in and cut out. All right, it's starting to get dark. I'm doing this with my hands, handheld. I got this. I can't even. The gloves doesn't even touch. Anyways, right here, I got the mark where I want to cut it. So I got the bandsaw just right where I want it. So hopefully that's going to work. It's been a while since I used this bandsaw, but I'm pretty sure it's calibrated from last time. So I'm gonna start cutting. I'll put this thing away first, then I'll attach you. And then I'll get the bandsaw started. Okay. Alright. So I get to put both hands here. Should be the proper adjusted since last time. Let's... Here I go. I can't return this. Yeah, it's right where I want it to be. Let's go for it. Oh, I need some oil. Get some oil here. Let's put it right on the line. There we go. Now let's go for it. I'm just letting it go. Is it going too fast? It's starting to smoke. While it's smoking, put some little oil on it. Probably going to cut through it like butter. That last piece always takes a little bit longer for whatever reason. Could be a little bit more oil needed on each side. Always takes a little bit longer on that last one. There we go. There we go. And it automatically shuts off here because of this right here. So, okay, let's take a look at it. Okay, looks right where I want it to cut. Probably could be on a slower speed, but I don't know if there is a speed setting for it. Yeah, a lot of mosquitoes out here. It's just needs to be deburred. But let's just go with it for now. So this is the first thing I wanted to cut. Alright. And this is going to go in this way. So let me just dry fit it. Alright, excellent. I cut it just right. The holes, please tell me they match up. Yeah, they do match up. I'm going to have to put in I got mosquito bites on me already. Jeez. Let's just put one of the bolts in here. Make sure it does line up. Oh, well, it's not going to go through that one. Sticker on the other side. There. Okay, excellent. Goes through. Perfect. That's perfect. All right. Now the other part is 1, 2. Let me see here. How far is this going to go in? Actually, I have it right here. This is where I want it cut. Right here. So that's my second cut right there. All right. So I got to take it off from here. Working late into the night in the garage with all the mosquitoes biting me. Just what I need. Mosquitoes biting me. Alright, come on. There we go. So we got the line here where I want it to be cut. I can always shave it down, so that's why I got it. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. I scored a line in there. So let me see if you can see it better here. Maybe you can kind of see it. Maybe not. Yeah, right there. You see I scored it. So I scored it close to this hole, so I can kind of come back and cut another one if I have to get closer. So let's do this one now. Now that that other one's all done. All right. Another piece to add to the metal pile. Ooh, that's loud. All right, so this is here. This is the butt end here. I want this to be smooth. So I have to lift this up. And there's my line to cut right here. Cinch this up a little. Let's just get it in there so I can, okay, loosen it just a little so I can now move it. Alright, so that's where my little skill has to come in as far as seeing it. Okay, I think that's right there, perfect. The metal cutting bandsaw, oh, man. Can't beat this. You cannot beat this. This is probably... I wish I did more metal stuff, but I don't always get a chance and opportunity to do so. Let me see. Oil's right there. Alright. Get some oil. Thing does get hot. Just let it go. Get a good oil on it. Starting to smoke. Goes through pretty quick. Oh, it's starting to smell. I smell smoke here. I always got to put a little pressure on it to make sure it keeps on going down. That bottom part's always the toughest. But I know when it goes through because it'll just automatically shut off. There we go. Perfect. A lot of oil. Put a lot of oil in this thing. Make sure it cuts through good. Getting a little smoky over there. I'll have to, it's kind of sharp, but I'll just have to deburr it later. But pretty much this is kind of what it looks like. It just has to get deburred later. Deburred. Who knows, that maybe that little piece of metal. Okay, I want this end to go in here. Okay, it's gonna fit in perfectly. 1, 2. I just have to push it in really good. Okay. Put this back on. Alright, this is the easy part. I know this part works. Now I'm hoping that since it's cut a little bit smaller and shorter, that it's gonna be stronger that way. Just a little bit tighter. There we go. I wanna make sure it doesn't move on me. Okay, so this is on really good, really tight. Doesn't move, doesn't jiggle. It's this part, this piece that goes over it. So this is the end piece here. This is the smooth piece. I'm gonna use this piece as the back part here. You should see the back part, and use this piece to butt it up, and hopefully it butts up perfect. Yep, it does. I want it to butt up against this part right here, and you can see there's a little overall wiggle room here. So this is my conundrum here. It wiggles too much, so I'm going to try putting some electrical tape here. I might have to just slide it in, slide it out, and see how it feels. So that's my next challenge. So I'll cut in and cut out for that. That might be a lot of trial and error on that. Alright. Alright, here's what I got done. I took some electrical tape, put it in 3 spots just to fill that tiny little gap. And if you're wondering how I did it, I used one of these, and essentially I measured the inside diameter right here, and that gave me this part to work with. And then I just simply taped enough where I can comfortably fit inside here. I did a test, and if you do it too tight, you'll just rub against the tape and it'll scrape off. But if you do it just right, where there's a tiny little tolerance, I think it'll slip in. Now the thing is that you got to do it all at once. So here it is. So I think I wanted to have it go in this way so the holes line up. Yeah, it does. Holes line up right here. So let's put it in and find out. Okay. Pretty sure. I gotta deburr. I gotta deburr the outside here. I gotta deburr these outside here before I put it in, but that means I have to put it in this way, which I don't want. I want this to be on the outside. Give me a moment here. I'm gonna have to, well, let me see if I can just do it without. No, I'm gonna have to. You can see it already stretching the electrical tape. Let me deburr this and I'll be right back. Alright, using the anvil here. Just get it enough to so it doesn't move. Use this sanding. This, I don't know, for anything. So deburr it. Just want to get rid of the little metal shavings here. You see right there. Looks like it's coming off. There we go. Get some of that inside. The bugs are out tonight. My garage is open. Anyways, I feel so motivated about just getting just doing this project here. I'm so close to doing it. There we go. Already cutting some pieces off here on the end. I'm trying to get it so that it can accept the tape without ripping it off. So, okay, there we go. Still a little sharp here. Let's see if I can just sand that down just enough. Sand it down just enough, just to. Well, that's about it. That's the best I'm gonna probably do here. Okay, let's take this back. Ooh. This is fun garage time here. Alright, so finally got this. Let's give it the test here. How do I want this? I think I want it this way. I think I had it this way. Let's see, come on. Let's go in. Oh yeah, okay. A lot better. Alright, so it goes in. Let's go through the second one. And then the third one. Wow, very little. Well, not as much. Still there, but let's see how the bolts go in. You see it lines up. You can see where the tapes are. You can see where the tape are, but that's not where I'm going to put my bolts, obviously. Okay, so I got to put the bolts in. Put you into the chest mount here. And I'm almost done. I'm hoping to have this done tonight. So, alright. Now this is in, where do I want this bolt? Where would I like it to be bolted? I like to be bolted right. Just, let me see here. It's going to go into, so this is the end right here. sorry, right here. This is the end, so I want it just slightly before that. So I'll just kind of dry fit it here for now. Not going to torque it down just yet, or this is just a way for me to torque it down. Do it by hand. Okay, all right. Let's just dry fit it. Let's see how it fits here. Let's just do a quick dry fit. Let's see how it dry fits. Okay, so this is a little loose, and so I'm going to try to tape around it and behind it, and I'll leave the hole. And I'll do the same thing as I'll take the caliper and I'll measure it, but that's about as deep as I can go with it. One, I see one. The holes don't line up. Okay, so this is about as deep as I can go with it. I was hoping I can go just a little bit deeper. I'm gonna have to recut this. Nope, I'm gonna have to recut it. Hold on here. Work in progress. Almost thought I had it. Okay, let's see how far I have to cut this thing in order to make it work here. Put this back down. I gotta pull this out. Okay, I may have to redo it, redo the holes a little bit. Okay, I can pull this out without any issues. Good. Okay. So, the issue is I gotta cut a little bit more off of here. So let me try to figure out how much I exactly have to cut off. Guess I should have thought of that before, but without measuring or anything or doing heavy math in my head, I think I'm good. Okay, let's take this out. So, let's see here. This pretty much lines up here. And let's see how far I really have to go to get this in here. Okay. So if I want this to go all the way, I have to shave off a little bit of this end and have it to go to the second hole. I pretty much have to cut all the way almost right here. So I gotta line that up. Alright, so I gotta do some more measurements here, but let me cut in, cut out real quick. Bye. Alright, it's done. I had to trim just a little bit off of here to make it fit into the second hole here. wrap tape around here and in the front of this portion right here of this piece. As I put it in, it was really hard because I put this on first, attached to this, so putting this whole thing was it was hard. So the tape started to kind of rub a little bit. I got it all the way up to here. There is a little gap. I didn't recut it because I'm tired, and I think this will work. It's on really good. It's on really good. Doesn't wiggle as much as it did before. It does slightly, but I'm gonna have to just accept the fact that this is the way it's gonna work. As you see, it gives me a lot more clearance, so it doesn't rub. I'm gonna give it a test ride. Matter of fact, I'll put you on right now and test ride on it. Let's see how it test rides. I have to admit, it was this whole thing was challenging, to say the least. Plus doing it at night with all the bugs. And my bandsaw came loose on top of that. So it's kind of dark. Taking a look and see how it reacts as I go down here. Okay, so I'll kind of show you this way. As you can see, let me put up the kickstand. The light's going out. Now it's coming back on. Okay, I got the kickstand back up, so you kind of see here. You kind of see it from here, what it does. See how it reacts as I come out here. And it doesn't. It's got a lot of room and clearance to clear. Okay. Alright, so I think you get the point. Let me do a dry run test on it. Okay. Sorry if you can't see it, but I can, and it looks sturdy enough. I'm going to try it out tomorrow. Okay, gave it enough extension. This may be temporary or this may be permanent. I'm not sure at this point. I'm really not sure at this point how I want to do this. Okay. All right. Still seems wobbly. I don't know. It's not as secure as I would like it to be. Still has a lot of wiggle. Still has a lot of wiggle room. Yeah, it still has a lot of wiggle room. I don't know. You know, I want to be safe too. I don't want to be unsafe. It wiggles. Let's see what happens if I tighten this up. It is kind of loose. Okay, but I know that's not the issue. Even if I shorten it, it wouldn't matter because it still wiggles. See, look at the flag moving. I don't know, the best thing I can do is just try it out tomorrow, see how it rides, and if it's too dangerous, then let me ride it some more. I know it's empty, but I just want to see how. Sorry if you can't see anything. Let me turn on the lights. See if I could feel anything. Yeah, as I'm turning left and right, it's wiggling. I have to say it's not. I have to say it's not really safe. I don't know if it's safe because it just moves around too much. I think maybe as a kayak transportation, it's okay if it wiggles around because you're talking about just a kayak, but for my kid, I don't know. I don't know. I wish there was a tighter tubing, but there's just so much wiggle room in this, and that piece of tape just isn't cutting it. Just isn't cutting it. I don't know. Let's see if I just ride it up here, how it feels. Frog, move out of the way. Frog's out here now. I don't know. It moves around quite a bit. It's not gonna fall, but it does. Let's see, let's just compare it real quick. Let me turn the light off here. Okay, let me compare it with this. Okay. All right. And the way to take this off is I'm going to take this out. I'll take this out. Let me see if I can, how easy it is to take out here. This is also a little pain to take out. Now that I put this in this way, maybe it's easier to take out this whole thing first. Well, you know what? I didn't tighten this either. Maybe that makes a difference. Here. Let's try one more time. I didn't tighten it down. Maybe that makes a difference. One more time. One more time around, Charlie. And push this back in. Get this through this hole. It wasn't tied down tight. So Now let's turn this on a little tighter. Okay. Still doesn't matter. It's still jiggling, so I would have to say no. It does not matter. Well, I have to say right now it's not safe. Well, it's not stable, and I'm just going to try to compare it to. Come on. Okay. This whole thing should just pop out. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's just put it over here for now, and let's get this undone. And there's tape on it, so there's tape on it. The best thing I can do is just try it out tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. That's about the only thing I can do. Can't do anything else. Can't do anything else with it right now. Oh. All right. Well, let's just see how it goes. Anyways, I gotta put everything back together. So let's just leave this out here. Well, I'm gonna have to conclude this episode here for now. Stay tuned for part 2. Bye.